Hey y'all. Y'all, we back. We back with another reaction, y'all. We back with another reaction on Kenneka Jenkins activist. Yes. The activist, this is the lead activist to me, is Mr. Holmes. Y'all know him by Andrew Holmes. He was the lead activist that seen the video before the mother saw it. He saw, excuse me, y'all know I'm a mechanical situation. Oh, wait, hold on, Andrew, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, Andrew. Hold on.
You got to find out what's that toxicology and whatever's in there was in her system.
Okay, hold on, y'all. I want to take y'all here because that whole son I got y'all on here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for a second. Y'all know I'm dealing with.
They had locks on.
Hold on, Andrew.
But they had no locks on when she was there.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all come on in while I get myself together because y'all know I still ain't got what I need for my computer yet. I'm about to take y'all down here. You know, ain't no shame in my game. And I'm gonna take y'all. We need to go back. We need to go back. We need to go back. Okay. We got to go back up here to search. Hold on, y'all. What in the world? Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's see some. Hold on, let me see. Search. Yeah, come on in right quick. I need that. There you go. Hold on, y'all. Y'all come on in. Want to talk about this? No, I don't want to talk about this. The one I want right here. And I want to start it over.
Young ladies, and I respect
no, I don't want to put it right here. Hold on, y'all, for a second. Hold on. Let me go back to where I was. Because this is not the one I want y'all to see. This is the one I want y'all to see. Right here. Hold on, y'all. No, I don't want to see this. No, I don't want to see this. This is not what I want. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for a second. Might have to click on my phone. Because I got everything connected to my phone. Y'all just work with me to get what I need. So let me go here. Hold on. Let me hit some. Let me come right quick, y'all. Hold on. Let me hit something. This here, y'all got this. I'm still looking back. Look, y'all got this. Excuse me, cause I'm still chilling around how y'all know how this weather is around here, y'all. And y'all know I still ain't got my I haven't got my cord yet for the holiday, you know, for my computer. So I'm doing the best I can, and I want to thank the Real Talk and Claudia, you know, for making me go this route. Now, y'all, this is just my opinion and not necessarily facts, okay? Now, I want to don't y'all start making me laugh, because I want to be serious on this video right here, okay? Now, on this video right here, I'm thinking about Miss Teresa, and I'm thinking about what was told to her, because I still see an open case Oh my, what happened was the Lord, my I need another battery charger, and I need another charger for my phone. That's all. I'm gonna wait till I get paid next week. I can wait. I can wait. That'll be my Christmas present for my I want a desktop. That's what I want for Christmas. So that's what I'm saving my money to get. So now I want to take y'all here. Okay, let's get into my content for today. I appreciate y'all being here, and I love y'all. And you know, just for those who I love, thanks for being here. And make sure you subscribe. You want to talk to me? Talk to me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, y'all, I put in the title that Kenneka Jenkins' mom, because this particular video right here, I brought y'all directly to the supposed to be the freedom fighter at the time. Now, I just still, how did someone, activist, get this critical information and saw a video before the mom? They didn't show mom, that allegedly didn't show mom. Y'all, this is for entertainment criticism committee and educating purposes. How did this man, a activist, see this video before the mom? He saw the surveillances tape before and without Teresa. This is her. This is not my daughter. This is not y'all daughter. This is her daughter. That's what's so messed up about this situation, is somebody covering up for someone. I don't think they covering up for Kenneka Jenkins. I think they covering up for what was going on in that hotel that night. Allegedly. Now we gonna get in this video, because I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna start this video because I still want to know, how did this activist, the lead activist, Mr. Holmes, without Miss Teresa, the mother, and if he's not the family representative, how did he get the information before her? Why are they? How? Wait a minute. Hold up. The mother came out herself, y'all. The mother said for herself and voiced her opinion that Holmes does not represent the family. So why is Mr. Holmes got all the information about what he saw? And it's going to freak y'all out because we're just going to talk to it. Okay? Here we go. Let's start right here.
Going out there, you're gonna be out there 5. You'll come out there 5 o'clock. So Andrew, he's gonna be out there 5 o'clock. We're still looking to be out there in support of the family. But we're gonna talk to you guys about what happened at 5 minutes. 1 more minute. We're gonna start. Share this video. Let everybody know, so we ain't gotta be on here for an hour and 2 hours like we always gotta do, waiting on everybody to get on here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, yes, I'm a little close. So we ain't gotta be on here waiting on everybody to get on here. So we had 600 viewers. But this is it's been hurting. You're father. You're father.
Yes, sir.
And you actually, lost a daughter before.
Mm-hmm.
So you can understand, you know what I'm saying, how it feels to lose, you know what I'm saying, a daughter, somebody that you raised. And so, Andrew been on this. I appreciate him for being on this as much as he has since the first day. I appreciate everybody for doing this. I'm a new father. I could imagine what her mom is going through, especially with her mom, being sick at the same time. Even what you went through, you know what I'm saying, when you lost a daughter. So I'm going to give this family some type of justice and let the people know. People have been on Facebook with these non-facts.
Yes.
What do you think about that, Drew? What do you think about all the conspiracies? Let's talk about that before we tell them what happened. What do you think about all of the stories and conspiracies that people have been saying so far over the last 4 days?
Well, they can put the stories out with no facts and no teeth and no legs to crawl on. But if you put the story out there on Facebook, and you putting it out there like that. But if you know so much, then why not go to the authorities, sit down and talk with them if you don't have anything to hide? Don't put nothing out there that you don't know nothing about and alter somebody else's story.
Yeah. So all of the stories of what about the body stories of the hotel selling body parts and
yeah, you know, that's like I say, just to get some hits and some views, you know, you put something out there, you throw a story out there, and then all of a sudden you got people want to get interested in what you're talking about. So, you know, you're hurting the family more.
You hurt, and how hurt has the family been? You've been with them for that.
You know what, real.
Okay, Mr. Holmes, I'm not here for no views. I'm not here for no attention. I don't know these people, but I just want the facts to come out. Because I know the guy started out the video. First of all, he started out with the video saying that you lost your daughter. Okay, so if you lost your daughter, Miss Teresa lost her daughter. Why is she sitting in that chair that you sit in? Why are y'all holding some kind of conference, whatever you want to call this? Why are y'all holding some kind of tape like this without the mother being there? If you lost, I know allegedly if you lost your child. But now you about to talk about somebody else's child. I still want to know, how did you decided to come out with this critical information, regardless if the mother is sick or not? You don't have a family member sitting right there with you. How did you get this critical information before Miss Teresa did? The mom still ain't got the truth. I ain't talking about no money right now. I'm talking about the truth. He is an activist. And he's not supposed to put this information at him prior to the completion of the investigation. Y'all got to remember, he put this information out there so quick. He was trying to beat Facebook. Facebook beat him. This was weeks into Kenneka Jenkins' case. And we hearing this stuff. That's going to blow everybody's mind. It's going to turn y'all to another direction and start making y'all think. Okay, let's go on with him. Let's go on since he got all the answers. Okay? Oh, Lord. Come on, Lanita.
Man, you know what? It's an unexplainable pain that mother is going through in that family. And then they have to turn around, not only deal with the death, but also deal with the social media stuff that's coming out there. That's that lady's baby. And as you stated, if that was our child, man, that's my baby they talking about. Falsifying stuff about my child. That's not my child's character. So get the facts right, and let's deal with what we have to deal with ahead.
All right, so it's been 5 minutes. I see y'all saying that. Andrew, talk to us about the facts. This is, and I want everybody to be prepared for this. We are reactive people, and I know everybody want to know what everybody put in their own stories. Let's talk about what actually happened. Let's talk about what the video actually shows and where we are, all right? And since y'all being very impatient, thank you. Andrew, what's the facts?
Well, first and foremost, thank all of you all for joining in, and thank you other activists out there for being on the front line too, and everybody out there with the protests, and everybody out there with the prayers. But the videos show the young lady in the lobby, and I watched her from the lobby walk to the elevator. Now, whether something, and I'm saying this because the toxicology hasn't come out yet. We know she consumed some alcohol and was a little bit impaired. But at the same time, if someone had put some in her drink, the toxicology would show. So that's very important, and we're waiting for that. But she did walk into that elevator, and she was trying to possibly get back up to the 9th floor, but she might have pushed the button, or the button was always pushed already to show lower level.
Now, ever since in the Kenneka Jenkins case, this is important for me to see Kenneka walk to that elevator just like he saw her walk to the elevator. And the mama saw her walk to the elevator. Why is that video, why is that tape is so difficult for us as the people to see? Why we can't see her walk to, hey Claudia, why we can't see her walk to the elevator? Why? Why can't we see that video? Because we are so concerned the conditioning, mental and physically, how Kenneka was in the lobby. Why we saw everything else, but we couldn't see this part. And he about to tell y'all the facts, okay?
And the elevator went down.
Okay.
So she got off the elevator. I can see where she was staggering, as they said, and she got off. She went to the stairway casing. The stairway leads back upstairs. So
she's by herself throughout
this whole complete ordeal. I watched and looked for cameras everywhere. They showed me cameras everywhere. She walked to the steps. She did a little stumble trying to get up there, but she turned around and went back the other way. Now, she was still walking kind of wobbly. She did fall into the wall, and she started opening up doors. So she opened up one door. She went in, came right back out. She wasn't in there. You can tell she was looking for doors, trying to get back upstairs.
Okay. God Almighty. You know what this girl was thinking. You know how you gonna say what she was thinking, Andrew? Let me calm my butt down. How in the world do you know what Kenneka was doing after I read the toxicology report? Huh? I don't want to get ahead of you, but I do have the toxicology report right here. Huh? Okay. Why are you sitting here talking to us about this 8 years ago, which is 8 years now, without Miss Teresa, without a family member, the facts that you seeing this girl trying to find her way back to the hotel room? How do you know? This just into the case. What video you saw that Miss Teresa didn't see? Y'all got to show her the real video. Y'all show her. Okay, good. I'm gonna let you finish talking. Cause Miss Teresa still have not seen the right tape. I know why y'all paid her. I know why y'all paid her. Allegedly, y'all paid her because y'all know it was part of something else was going on in the hotel. Yeah, the game was played during the time, and Kenneka messed the game up because y'all had to get her out the freezer. There's a lot going on.
To the lobby. So she went from door to door. She went in this door. She didn't stay long. She went in there and came back out. She was basically trying to find her way back to the lobby. As she continued down the path.
And she went to the bathroom and everything. Yeah, some of the doors she did go in?
One of the doors she went in was the men's washroom. That door pushed open, she came right back out. She pushed in, came right back out. She went inside another door. She came right back out. She was checking doors to see, to me, how.
So are you telling us, are you describing to us a video that we saw? Are you describing to us the video that we saw, Andrew? Or are you describing to us what video you're talking about? Because we saw her go in the boys' bathroom, men's bathroom. Are you explaining to us something that Rosemont already showed us? Come on, tell us something new. Tell us something new. Because if she under the influence of anything, you don't know which way she was doing. You don't know what she was thinking.
She can get back upstairs. So she went down toward this unsecured area that she went, and the camera shows it, and it shows where she went. When she went in, the doors wasn't secured. She went right in. There was a freezer part there where you all see, where you all haven't seen it yet, where she had walked back. There was no one in there. The place, they don't even use that part no more as a kitchen part.
Okay. You said she was in an area that not even working. Now watch what you say. Watch what you say. You said that she was in an area. Wait a minute. Let me tell you what you said. I'm gonna bag that up and let you hear what you said.
She came right back out. She pushed in, came right back out. She went inside another door. She came right back out. She was checking doors to see, to me, how she can get back upstairs. So she went down toward this unsecured area that she went.
So she went to an unsecured area. Okay, you just got an unsecured because it wasn't secured. Okay, I give you that. Okay. Why did you have to say unsecured? Okay, because it wasn't secured. Okay, that's why you saying it. Okay.
And the camera shows it, and it shows where she went. When she went in, the doors weren't secured. She went right in. There was a freezer part there where you all see, where you all haven't seen it yet, where she had walked back. There was no one in there. The place, they don't even use that part no more as a kitchen part. And it has two.
Golly. How did he know so much about that area where Kenneka walked into? See, that made me feel like somebody a part of something. He's a part of something. Because how do he know this? How? How do he know this? God, this is crazy. Go on and finish talking about the freeze, because you sure seen a lot that Mr. Reese ain't seen yet.
Large freezer. So she walked back there, and as she went inside that door, she opened it up, which you to the lobby. So she went from door to door. She went in this door. She didn't stay long. She went in there, came back out. She was basically trying to find her way back to the lobby. As she continued down the path,
and she went to the bathroom and everything. What's some of the doors she did go in?
One of the doors she went in was the men's washroom. That door pushed open. She came right back out. She pushed in, came right back out. She went inside another door. She came right back out. She was checking doors to see, to me, how she can get back upstairs. So she went down toward this unsecured area that she went, and the camera shows it, and it shows where she went. When she went in, the doors weren't secured. She went right in. There was a freezer part there where you all see, where you all haven't seen it yet, where she had walked back. There was no one in there. The place, they don't even use that part no more as a kitchen part. And it has two large freezers. So she walked back there, and as she went inside that door, she opened it up, which you can open up.
Hold up.
It's just like a big...
Hold up. How you know? How do you know? Y'all How do he know, y'all? If it wasn't no cameras. How do he know if it wasn't no cameras? He said he seen two big old freezers. We ain't seen two big old freezers. We seen something that y'all call a cooler with a freezer on the inside. That's what we saw. Our Andrew's mouth. Was he asked by Miss Teresa family or to Miss Teresa to go look at this video that he describing to us? What did he say? What did he do to walk in that Rosemont apartment to see this video that he describing to us, because the mother allegedly hasn't seen the tape. Wow. All right, let me finish. Let him. Since there is no camera, Kenneka walking in that area, not walking in that area. What he describing to us, I'm just trying to see how he describing this if he didn't see the video.
Big steel door. It don't take much to open it. You open up that door. You take 1/2 a step to your right is another door to another freezer part. She had to open up that door to go inside of there, mainly trying to find her way back to the lobby.
How you know?
In saying that, if she was so impaired, so we don't know what's in the toxicology, but the door closed and the other door closed.
Okay, Andrew. I'm gonna tell you what's in the toxicology. Okay, so you can finish describing to them what you saw happen without seeing how. Okay, there we go. Okay. The toxicology report. Since you're gonna say she was impaired, cause if she impaired, she wouldn't be doing all this. So the toxicology report, number 1, alcohol intoxication. Y'all know what intoxication means. Epilepsy, migraine drug called topiramate. You can use topiramate for different things. It don't have to be for epilepsy. It don't have to be. It can be used for a different thing. What the doctor is prescribing you for. When I use it to control my appetite. Not for epilepsy, not for migraine, but that's what it can be used for. And it's not that much they're gonna give you. Number 3. This was combined with hypothermia from being in a hotel freezer, Mr. Holmes, from cold exposure. I'm just trying to help you with the toxicology report, okay? And lastly, accidental death. Hey, baby. Okay, so Andrew, I'm putting it back on you. I'm gonna back it up a little bit, and since I read the toxicology report to them, since you haven't gotten the toxicology report, I want you to tell them what this intoxicated young lady is doing. Okay, since you saw it, I'm gonna have to give you credit. If you saw it, you saw it. Come on. Oh Lord. Don't start. Okay, so I already told them about the toxicology report for you, okay? Because you got all the answers.
Back upstairs. So she went down toward this unsecured area that she went, and the camera shows it, and it shows where she went. When she went in, the doors wasn't secured. She went right in. There was a freezer part there where you all see, where you all hadn't seen it yet, where she had walked back. There was no one in there. The place, they don't even use that part no more. It's a kitchen part, and it has two large freezers. So she walked back there, and as she went inside that door, she opened it up, which you can open up. It's just like a big steel door. It don't take much to open it. You open up that door, you take 1/2 a step. To your right is another door to another freezer part. She had to open up that door to go inside of there, mainly trying to find her way back to the lobby. In saying that, if she was so impaired, so we don't know what's in the toxicology, but the door closed and the other closed, and it's dark inside of that little freezer room. So she probably got scared, tried to find her way to push that door out, but it was a safety knob there that you can touch like this, and that door will open. And I was in there with the detectives. I was in that freezer, and I was scared even being in that freezer, even in there with them, and I was in there by myself. I can understand the part where it was at with the motion camera up there, that when somebody walks, it.
Wow. Now, you know what? I just told them about the toxicology report, okay? We talking about somebody who you out saying that you keep yelling out impaired. It was alcohol intoxication, temperament, hypothermia, and an accidental death. How? Is this Kenneka you describing to us on the video? Or this somebody else? Because listen to the toxicology report, coolity-doody. Is that Kenneka who you describing to us? And then you said it was a motion camera. Miss Teresa know a motion camera from a camera. I know a motion camera from a camera. Why are you identifying as a motion camera? Why are you calling that camera a motion camera? If it's a motion camera, so how are you seeing the Kenneka walk into the freezer and pull why are you imagine that she doing this? But then you don't want them to listen to the people on Facebook. How you imagine that this is going on? She went in the freezer and then she went in the cooler and then she opened up another door and then she went in the freezer? You telling this story like you looking at her, that you watching her. And then you say a motion camera. How you know that's not a camera? But so this is what I'm saying. That's what I want to know from Mr. Holmes. Is he going by the video that we already seen and wording it the way he wanted to word it? Or is he watching another video? Because we ain't seen no camera. We ain't seen no kind of motion camera. How do he know that was Kenneka? How do he know that was Kenneka that doing all this? How he know? Because y'all told him that they told him that this supposed to be the little girl named Kenneka who was in the. It's strange how you identify her like you know her real good instead of saying the young lady did this, the young lady doing that. I'm just saying, I don't know. This is me.
It turns that way. Where she was, you cannot go no farther. That's it. You cannot hide back there. You can't go no farther. If anybody was back there, they would have came up. They had to come out that way she came. Now, that's the negligence on that motel establishment there, that place was closed down and nobody shouldn't have been back there. Now, it's very easy for you to get in there and that door to close and in that freezer, lights out, it's air shut tight. If you had a room in that motel, you had a child, a son.
But how do you know this? And how you see a video of this? So there is a video of Kenneka Jenkins walking into the freezer. After him demonstrating and explaining everything like he explaining, he saw something. He knew about the motion camera. He knew about how he went in the freezer and then he went in the cooler and then he went into the freezer. And she could have did this and could have did it. It just seemed like he's a part of the demonstration, the act. How did he see her enter the freezer? Is he imagine that she entered the freezer? How can he explain something he didn't see? Huh? I'm just saying, y'all. How could he explain something he didn't see? Is he trying to fool y'all? He looked at the same video that we saw. Huh? I'm just saying. Because the way he explaining it is as if he saw Kenneka enter the freezer.
Your son and daughter get on that elevator and all of a sudden start wandering around and pushing doors. Your baby would have went in there. That door would have closed on your baby. You'd have been looking for your child. It's an accident that was waiting to happen, and it lies within that motel unit there. Who owns that motel? They should have secured that area.
Why was it an accident waiting to happen, Andrew? Why would you say that? Why would you say, I just wonder if anybody else thinking like me. Why would he say it's an accident waiting to happen? Huh? He is something else. How can he say it and tell y'all people this? How can he say this? How can he say it and tell y'all people this? How? And it's not his daughter. This ain't no he said, I don't think. Mom think of y'all, y'all ain't got to be afraid to think the way you think. Don't let nobody change your mind setting of thinking. Never let nobody change your mind setting up. That is called manipulation. This man just explained to y'all that he saw Kenneka walk in the freezer. he just explained to y'all that. But I explained that to y'all. He just explained to y'all there wasn't a camera that y'all said, don't believe Miss Teresa, it was a motion camera. Did he slip and tell y'all that he saw her enter the freezer? Because he showed that demonstration. I ain't never heard nobody talk like this, y'all. You is talking about a person that is intoxicated under alcohol, the influence of alcohol intoxication, to permit hypothermia, being in a cold exposure, in a hotel freezer, and it's an accident waiting to happen. Golly, that is so cold. I would have never said that. I'm not waiting. I would have never thought that they had that. In other words, why would he say it was an accident waiting to happen? Oh,
If locks was on the door like they was on the door when I got there, they had locks on there, so I couldn't get in, but didn't have no locks on there.
Y'all hear, Andrew? I'm bad that up a little bit. Listen what Andrew's telling y'all. Listen to them. Pay attention to them.
That would be most start wandering around and pushing doors. Your baby would have went in there. That door would have closed on your baby. You'd have been looking for your child. It's an accident that was waiting to happen, and it lies within that motel unit there. Who owns that motel? They should have secured that area. If locks was on the door like they was on the door when I got there, they had locks on there, so I couldn't get in, but didn't have no locks on there when she was there. If they had them, she probably would have turned around like she turned around at the other doors to find her way back upstairs.
Why you say that? Why you say that? Why did you say that, Andrew? Why did you say what you just said? You know what you just said. I'm backing up. Listen what he just said, y'all. Andrew, listen to what you just said, because before you said what you said the lights was out and it's a button inside the freezer. She would have pressed that button and get out of there. But now you switch it in saying this.
That was waiting to happen, and it lies within that motel unit there. Who owns that motel? They should have secured that area. If locks was on the door like they was on the door when I got there, they had locks on there, so I couldn't get in, but didn't have no locks on there when she was there. If they had them, she probably would have turned around like she turned around at the other doors to find her.
She probably would have turned around. Huh? She what? Not me. Wait a minute. Hold on. Golly, this man saying too much. I wish Miss Teresa was sitting right there while he was talking. He said the freezer was locked, y'all, when he went in there. If they had the freezer locked, Kenneka would have went out the other door. That's what happened, Andrew. Do you realize you sitting telling us that's what happened to Kenneka? That the door was locked? And if she could get out that freezer, she would have turned around and went through that cooler and came out. Listen to what this man just told y'all without telling y'all. God, this is crazy. He just told y'all if the freezer wasn't locked, she would have turned around and came out the other door. That's what he's saying. But since the freezer was locked, that means the cooler was locked. So when the cooler shut, she can't open the cooler? Yeah, man, it's really tripping, y'all. Listen to what that man's saying, y'all. Listen to what he's saying. He just told y'all they had the freezer door locked. And then since they had the freezer door locked, it still could have got out. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
A sleeping out there that you can touch like this, and that door will open. And I was in there with the detectives. I was in that freezer. And I was scared even being in that freezer, even in there with them, and I was in there by myself. I can understand the part where she was at with the motion camera up there, that when somebody walks, it turns that way. Where she was, you cannot go no farther. That's it. You cannot hide back there. You can't go no farther. If anybody was back there, they would have came up. They had to come out that way she came. Now, that's the negligence on that motel establishment there, that place was closed down and nobody shouldn't have been back there. Now, it's very easy for you to get in there and that door to close, and in that freezer, lights out, it's air shut tight. If you had a room in that motel, you had a child, a son, your son and daughter get on that elevator and all of a sudden start wandering around and pushing doors, your baby would have went in there. That door would have closed on your baby. You'd have been looking for your child. It's an accident that was waiting to happen, and it lies within that motel unit there. Who owns that motel? They should have secured that area. If locks was on the door like they was on the door when I got there, they had locks on there, so I couldn't get in, but didn't have no locks on there when she was there. If they had them, she probably would have turned around like she turned around at the other doors to find her way back upstairs. And sad as I hate to say,
y'all hear what that man just said? So y'all won't just think I'm just talking, yabba dabba do. I just told y'all what that man just said. He said if they had the freezer locked the same way it was locked when he was there, Kenneka would have turned around in the freezer and went back the way that she came out. Because that's what she did to the bathroom. If that was Kenneka he was looking at. If that was... Do Andrew know what he just said? Andrew said that Kenneka could have got out the freezer, y'all. That's what he said. He said if she couldn't get out one way, she would have turned around and went out. She couldn't get out that way, she would have went and came out through the way she came in and went upstairs. I didn't say that. He said that. I wonder if anybody else catch what I just caught. Lord have mercy.
hey, we got to find out what's that toxicology, and whatever's in there was in her system, then it needs to come out. Then if it's something illegal, the focus goes back to the room and the people that was inside.
Now he blames it on the room. First he blamed it on the hotel. The toxicology report ain't said nothing like alcohol intoxication to pyramid. That ain't really nothing. Hypothermia from being in a cold freezer and accidental death. But listen to what you just saying. You said the freezer, if the freezer was locked the way it was locked when you came through there, Andrew, you said she would have went out the other way. So there is a way that Kenneka could have got out. It don't even talk like, we don't even seem like we talking about a person who is intoxicated. It just seems like you imagine that this lady, you imagine how she, imagine your imagination, your theory. Lord, how much say? This is an activist. This is not a police officer.
The room. If they know something, they need to say something. That's somebody's child. That's somebody's baby. And that unit freezer that she was found in.
So why was the freezer on?
No, to me the freezer wasn't on. To me, we were saying that it looked like she was wet or something. It's hot as hell in that freezer. So
all right, Andrew. Why did you make this video? I ain't talking about this man or nothing like that. I'm just saying, why did he make this video? And then I tell you what, why did he make this video without Miss Teresa? Do you hear what this man just said? How is the body? It's gonna be frozen solid, y'all, in a warm freezer. I'm sorry, I ain't never heard nobody talk like that. Don't y'all let nobody manipulate y'all. This man just told y'all that the freezer was hot. It was hot as heck. I don't say the word he said, but it was hot as heck. So did the police, did y'all make mistakes? Because her body wasn't frozen hot with if the freezer was hot as hell. That's what you said. If it was a warm freezer, are y'all getting them? It's the police. you and the police getting y'all terms messed up. Hypothermia, are y'all getting the difference between hypothermia and what you call it? Oh Lord, have mercy. When the body's stiffen up. Are y'all getting that messed up? Because, Andrew, you telling the people of the United States and across Asian and African and everywhere else that the freezer was hot. It was hot as heck. But then y'all gonna show us a block of ice. I'm not gonna come off. I'm just gonna back this up just a little bit. He said it. I didn't.
now, but that toxicology and whatever's in there was in her system, then it needs to come out. Then, if it's something illegal, the focus goes back to the room and the people that was inside the room. If they know something, they need to say something. That's somebody's child. That's somebody's baby. And that unit freezer that she was found in.
So why was the freezer on?
No, to me the freezer wasn't on. To me, when they were saying that it looked like she was wet or something, it's hot as hell in that freezer. So she gonna sweat. The body gonna sweat. I'm quite sure if the freezer was on.
That boy just bust your bubble. You said she was originally, hey baby. Honey, we talking about this man, right? What's up, Caldwell? Did y'all hear what Andrew Holmes said? Did y'all hear what Andrew Holmes just said? Andrew, that the police can't say the body was frozen solid. He don't what's that word, y'all? See, he gonna make me forget my words. I should have wrote it down. What you call it when your body stiffen up after you die? Oh, that's sad. Andrew don't mess my mind up, y'all. And you said the original found in the pool is what? I ain't heard nobody say she found in the pool. The only person I heard said about the pool was ain't no they said that. It's just different content creator said about the pool. And I used to follow Trey Gang. He about the only one I heard say about the pool. Rick Morgans. There you go. So if this man right here describing to you all that the freezer was hot as hell, when the police officer did the 911 call, he talking to another officer. I think I found the body. It's frozen solid. It's okay. Rigor mortis or whatever it is. Rigor mortis, y'all know what it means, stiffening of the body. But if Andrew said it was hot in the freezer, the police officer said that the body that he found was frozen solid. How is her body going to be frozen solid in a warm freezer? So did rigor mortis kick in? Or do he know the difference between hypothermia? Do the police officer know? I think the police officer do know the difference. But it will confuse you. But it don't make sense what Andrew came in here and confused y'all narrative. Andrew came in here and confused the narrative that was said on the that was said on Facebook.
That motel, they should have secured that area. If locks was on the door like they was on the door when I got there, they had locks on there, so I couldn't get in. But didn't have no locks on there when she was there. If they had them, she probably would have turned around like she turned around at the other doors to find her way back upstairs. And sad as I hate to say, we got to find out what's in that toxicology, and whatever's in there was in her system. Then it needs to come out. Then if it's something illegal, the focus goes back to the room.
It wasn't no illegal.
People that was inside the room. If they know something, they need to say something. That's somebody's child. That's somebody's baby. And that unit freezer that she was found in.
So why was the freezer on?
No, to me the freezer wasn't on. To me, when they were saying that it looked like she was wet or something, it's hot as hell in that freezer. So she gonna sweat. The body gonna sweat. I'm quite sure if the freezer was on, then that's a different story that has to be proven. But at the same time, there was nobody in that hallway. Nobody walked her down that hallway. Nobody forced that baby down that hallway. She was mainly, all I see is trying to find her way to get back upstairs where she was. So
that ain't true. I didn't see none of that. I didn't see Kenneka trying to find her way back up to the room. How can you say she was trying to find her way to the room if she got on the how you gonna say that? And by the way, this not even intoxication. What we're talking about, huh? Yeah, you need to sit back in that chair because you ain't making no sense. Really? She's just intoxicated. She was just on temperament. Hypothermia. Come on, Andrew. She ain't do all this. She ain't trying to find her way out back up them stairs. I'm not going with it. She didn't try to find her way back up them stairs. No, she not. No, she not. She ain't trying to find. You don't know what she trying to think. How you thinking for her?
You know, the Facebook people are putting the nonsense stuff on there.
Stay focused.
You know, it's been clarified even with the young ladies, and I respect them. They came in and talked to them detectives. It was all about the $200 for the parking space. If you don't retain your ticket and lose your ticket, you got to pay $200 maximum fee to get your car up out of there. And that's what they was talking and saying in that room. You know, and everybody's trying to point the finger here.
So what you're doing, and he just proved to me that he took the videos that we saw and he turned it into his thinking. That's what it sounds like. Cause now he started talking about what the girls talking about in the video. See, this is what I'm saying. Y'all can't believe everything y'all hear. Because what he doing is talking about what we saw. He just explained the video to y'all the way he think it happened. He is manipulating the video. That's what he doing.
Finger there. Only point the finger if you know the true facts and go talk to the detectives, because the mother don't want to hear all of that. She's hurt. Think about if that was your child in this little box room and got in there and you trying to find her. Now, on another part, you got security there. They're negligence because if that's the last place you seen that baby, and I call her a baby because that's somebody's child. If that's the last place you seen her on video surveillance, that should have been the first place you was looking to secure in that area. Now, if you had her, maybe she would have been saved and been still living If you say, okay, we got her in this area here, and this is where she's going, you run to send somebody down there quick and fast. If you watching the video footage, because you got to, if they was an intruder in there and you on your job, then you got to get somebody down there.
They did.
Somebody should have been at the computer watching the monitor. Now, who fell asleep? Because when you seen her there, it should have sent an alert off where we got somebody down in an unrestricted area.
What time on the...
Why did you say that somebody was asleep? Why you saying all of this? You adding on, he's adding on, y'all. He adding on to what he think. How you know the people would sleep? Why do people have to be asleep? Why do people can't be awake? Why Kenneka got to be finding her way upstairs? After I just gave y'all the toxicology report. The things that were found in her toxicology report shouldn't make this happen.
Video was what did it show what time she got in there?
Yeah, they got the time on there. I got to look back on my file. I got those in the car.
Okay.
I got to look back on there, but
Why you didn't bring it with you?
The police department out there, they not rushing to judgment. They looking at time on everything. They showed me time on the cameras, time here. They done order everything, even outside technicians to come in, because when they give it out.
Dang! This man on scene, everything, he got the correct times. Andrew got the correct times, y'all. But he left it in the car, though. He didn't want to bring out the time. See, times are important. But let me let y'all hear this again. Listen to what Andrew said.
On my file, I got those in the car.
Okay.
I got to look back on that, but I commend. You seen her on video surveillance. That should have been the first place you was looking to secure in that area. Now, if you had her, maybe she would have been
right,
been still living. If you say, okay, we got her in this area here, and this is where she's going, you run to send somebody down there quick and fast. If you watching the video footage, because you got to. If they was an intruder in there and you on your job, then you got to get somebody down there. Somebody should have been at the computer watching the monitor. Now, who fell asleep? Because when you seen her there, it should have sent an alert off where we got somebody down in an unrestricted area.
What time on the video was she? What did it show? What time she got in there?
Yeah, they got the time on there. I got to look back on my file. I got those in the car.
Okay.
I got to look back on that, but I commend the police department out there. They not rushing to judgment. They looking at time on.
But you just
time on the cameras, time here. They done order everything, even outside technicians to come in, because when they give it out, they want to give it out by the time and the minute.
So I see a lot of the crazy comments. Firstly, what I want to say is Andrew Holmes is an activist in the city of Chicago. Per the family, he did view the video. You did tell everybody what you have done and why you're able to even say this.
Well, I met with the chief of police out there and asked that they do let the mother see the surveillance video of the last steps of her daughter, how she got there, and when, and the time that she was there, and the time where everybody else went. I mean, don't.
But Andrew, you seen it before her. You seen the real video before she did. You saw the video before she did. You saw the video before they edited the video. And you're not even the family representative. You only the activist. In her own voice. You're not even supposed to expose this information until this investigation is completed. I gave them the toxicology report. The toxicology report haven't even came in. And you giving us this information? Without the time. Got to be more careful. Ooh-wee. Man, this is crazy.
Quick to judge, because see, we dealing with a young lady that had lost her life due to some negligence, and also maybe something else that may have happened in that room. Now, at the same time, there is a freezer back there, and it shows with the timing and everything. Nobody pushed, nobody forced her back there. That baby was just trying to find her way out of there. Now, what we can do now is try to find out what actually led up to this. We know where the negligence come in at on that motel staff because they should have had that place shut, sealed. She shouldn't have never been able to get back there.
Now, people said, did she freeze to death, or what was it? That would come in the autopsy, correct?
Yeah, that would come in the autopsy report there. Mainly what I'm trying to do is make sure that that mother see her last daughter's footsteps and where she was, who was back there, and who has fallen. As of right now, the liability lies on that establishment out there because you didn't secure that area right there. And the other part will come out in the autopsy. Everybody's jumping to say this and say that, but think about if that was your child. You know, if you're going to say something, give the facts true, solid, to the detectives out there so they can work this case. Because, you know, this is leading to something else on Facebook. You know, they putting stuff on Facebook that might get somebody else hurt for nothing. Just because they was inside the room there. We all have been inside motel rooms.
Addresses and all.
Their addresses, and 9 times out of 10, they probably ain't had nothing to do just because they was there with what happened. We trying to find the facts, what happened in that room.
The man just told y'all. He just told y'all the whole story. Y'all didn't even pay no attention. He just told y'all everything, but not telling y'all everything. He's trying to tell y'all that the people at the party didn't do nothing. Cause see, the toxicology report didn't find no kind of other drugs in her system. Just alcohol. Alcohol didn't interfere with nothing. And hypothermia, do the man know the difference between hypothermia and rigor mortis? This is crazy. He sound like he talking about something else. He don't even sound like he looked at a video to me, but he said he got the timestamp video. Well, let's see the timestamps that you have.
If somebody slips something in her drink, then people need to be held accountable.
It's not on the toxicology report.
Let that come out in the toxicology.
It's not in there.
Of what all was in her system.
It's not in there.
Until that comes out. My main focus was to just get them to get that video out to the parents, to the mother, and let her see where her daughter walked to and what was the last result of that.
And what were they saying as far as was the freezer on and off? Was that clarified at all from the hotel?
No, I'm going to clarify that today through the chief and ask him to release that. Was that refrigerator on or was that refrigerator off? But I knew when I got there and got inside of there, it was dark when that door closed.
You said that refrigerator.
And it looks. And
you said no.
People on here with crazy comments because, of course,
he said it was hot as hell in that freezer. That's what he said. That's what he said. So my thing is, what time did he go visit this video, or if he talking about video that we saw?
They want to blame somebody. I know black folks. I know we want to blame somebody. I understand that because there's been so many theories. There's been so many people saying this and that.
But it can't have to be about black people, though.
We don't understand why she died. On the video that's going to be released to the public, it will be released to the public after the family sees it, correct?
Yeah, it should be released after the family see it. And
after they edit it out.
The views.
I was saying,
I had doubts.
Like, man, somebody killed this girl, right?
But I got there because I had doubts about, okay, wait a minute. Could be a motel worker, could be somebody. But we
all said the same. I want everybody to understand that we all on the same side.
Oh, yeah.
We don't work with the hotel. We don't work with the police department.
Right.
We on the side of the people. So what we do is we out of protest. We put pressure on them. We go meet with them. We go make sure we get the answers for the community. All right. So we on the same side. We thought that this was suspicious. We thought somebody could have killed her. We thought all of the same things that you have. We on the same side. But the video that's going to be released is going to show her walking around trying to find her way. Correct, Andrew? So she was basically walking around through the hallway, hitting the walls, opening up doors. How many doors you think she opened before she got to the freezer door?
I think about 4, and other doors that she has checked because she was trying to find her way back upstairs.
How you know?
She was just trying to get back to a secured area.
How you know?
She was looking for because the doors that she opened up, she didn't even stay up. She just went in and came right back out because, you know, especially the bathroom, went and came back out.
I think Kenneka got mixed up in some more things that were going on at the hotel. I think whatever y'all had going on, y'all had a game going on, going on, like playing a game or whatever y'all had going on in Crown Plaza, Kenneka got mixed up in it. I believe that's what happened. Because in that toxicology report, do not say nobody did nothing to her. It did not say that somebody stuck something in her drink. It just said intoxication, alcohol intoxication to impairment and hypothermia. Now, who closed and locked her in that door? But if you're going back to what you said, who locked her in that door, Andrew, you said she would have went back on the other side of the door and came in. Come on now. So if she just, if this was an accident, it was an incident, okay? Okay.
I went in another door, it closed, she come back out. She basically, to me, honest God, I think that baby was trying to find her way back upstairs.
I don't.
And so it looked more than like alcohol was in her system.
It seemed like somebody, from the way I just heard you explain stuff, and this is just my opinion and necessary facts. The way you just explained something to me is that somebody found a girl intoxicated body on the floor and they put it in the freezer. They thought it was gonna wake her up and then come back and get her. That's what it sounded like to me. It don't sound like she walked in the freezer. It sounded like somebody put it in the freezer, allegedly. I'm just saying that was just my opinion.
How was she kind of acting when she was walking through the hallway? We letting you guys know exactly what y'all gonna see in a little while. We are giving you guys the upstage of it. Yes. What are you going? What? How does it look like she's acting going through the hallway?
She was impaired, but
and we're not saying that she killed herself. Please stop saying that.
Right.
That's the last thing we're saying.
The people need to keep those comments to themselves because she did not commit suicide. She did not kill herself. Now, if indeed she had alcohol in her system or something else in her system that somebody may have slipped and put in there, y'all have to realize that this is still somebody's baby and somebody's child. Now, if that place had been secured, she probably would have never wound up back there. She just turned around because she kept going to a door to find an opening to get. We just have to look at it for what it is, keep praying, and still get to the bottom of this. When that toxicology come out, find out what was in her system.
But that hotel looks like it should be liable, correct?
It is.
That hotel is liable because they did not secure the area.
Absolutely.
And that should have been locked because my kid could have went in, his kid, somebody's kid could have went in there and an accident could have happened like this as well, because once that door shuts behind you, especially if you have something in your system, you can panic and anything can happen to you from there, correct, Andrew?
Yeah, absolutely
and
right.
So she didn't commit suicide. As you will see on the video, she was trying to find her way. She went through several doors. She went to the men's restroom. How long was she in the men's restroom?
Just about half a second. She
just went in there
and turned around, came back. She went to another door, trying to jerk it, open it, and she went to another door. She was trying to find her way up.
It just don't seem like y'all talking about Kenneka Jenkins. It seemed like y'all describing something that y'all think happened. It don't seem like, it just seemed like somebody just found the girl off the ground and put her in the freezer and locked that door. And she couldn't get out of it, and they forgot, and she froze to death. That's what it sounded like. Jesus.
Upstairs, somewhere secure where she can see people. That's what I can see from the bottom of my heart. Because see, if it was anything other than that I can prove that someone was down there, someone forced her down there, you can bet your bottom dollar, and I'm just like the rest of the activists out here, we're not going to sugarcoat it. Well, you're going to get served and
exactly.
Fall way late.
We will set fire to everybody's ass, excuse my French, and make sure that we get all the facts. Now, I wish, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to say I wish, everybody here wants to blame somebody, all right? I'm sorry that none of those stories that we've seen and what we thought were right. But we got to look at the facts and the evidence and take it for what it is and mainly learn from this situation. I think that's all we could do is learn from this situation, take care of this family, and make sure that this hotel is still liable.
Absolutely.
Because they did not have locks on that freezer, correct?
That's correct. If you had a 9-year-old or 10-year-old that was staying in that motel with you and they wanted, if the child wanted...
They got the head lockers on the door. That's how she was inside the freezer. Lock on the door. Let me see what they talking about right.
is supposed to be. Slowly roll, shorty. Man, the phones ain't working this weekend's connection. Shut up, we stay talking. You want to get to it? Yeah. Yo. I saw somebody come there. Yeah. I just get the thing. Hello? Parking inside. It's the parking lot. It's a parking lot. Parking lot.
Here they go. They about to talk about the ticket.
You look good. Happy birthday. Thank you. Good as hell. I told you. What you saying on that slip? What you say?
See, they was talking about a ticket, y'all. That's what Andrew just said. But that was he watching what we watching.
Damn, I just got the weed. Let me see who you talking to. It don't matter. I'll put my face. Did you put any enforcement in the month?
Y'all sure get along together.
Hello? 9:26. 26. What y'all gonna do?